In this new episode, I unexpectedly ride through history. I visit a city that leaves me optimistic, and I keep experiencing amazing hospitality. I'm Sara. I quit my previous life to start this amazing journey. I'm cycling all the way towards Asia alone from my hometown in Spain. I want to show you the world from my bike and share my journey as I live it and as I see it, without a fixed destination and no time frame. Hit subscribe to watch raw adventure videos every week. Since I left the village of Novska, I've seen several buildings with a lot of holes. For example, this one, I will show you. I've been seeing a lot of buildings like this one, like abandoned or just with people living, but with a lot of holes. I'm not sure if these holes are from the war. I remember when I visited Mostar with my backpack, there were big buildings with a lot of holes, and it was from the war, but I'm not sure if this one is from the war or there was another issue. I'm not really sure. I will ask a friend. It's a bit creepy inside. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, there's so many holes. On your left, there's another building with a lot of holes, but I mean, I've seen like 15 at least at the moment. I'm in the village of Okusani, and this part seems to be like a memoir of the soldiers who have died in 1995 when the Croatians were fighting against the Serbians for a territory. So today I'm going to ride about 10 kilometers or 15 kilometers more, and from 6:30 or 7 p.m. I will start asking people if they know a place where I can sleep. So third day in a row doing this. I guess we're gonna have to climb some mountains on the way to Serbia. Look at that building. Can you see? It's full of bullet holes. So an old man told me that this is the church, and that building behind was the house of the priest, and that is the man that is going to receive me in his house today. Yeah? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go in. This is the house of the priest when the war was on, but the man told me that nobody's living here now. But then I saw that there are some keys here, so I'm not sure. And it's full of holes as well, as you can see. This is Salko's home. Today is 10 a.m. in the morning, and he went to the corner to sell peaches an hour ago, but he let me take my time, and right now I'm going to meet him and say to him goodbye. So yesterday when we arrived here, he told me straight away that he had a room, a spare bedroom, and if I wanted I could stay there. So I stayed there, I took my shower, then I cooked dinner, but he just had a little bit because he doesn't have dinner at night. And this morning I just had breakfast. He left to the market and I'm going to continue the route. It should be raining this afternoon, I hope not that much. Tomorrow I saw that it's going to be awful, the weather is going to be awful, but let's see. Tomorrow, tonight I will also find another place to sleep by just asking people. It worked well so far. Yesterday was my third night doing this in a row, and I'm not being afraid of asking anymore, it seems like. Salko is from Croatia, but he has been living in Austria some part of his life, and his daughters are there. One of them is from the 97 and the other was born in 1986. And he told me that at the beginning of the war in 1991 he left Croatia and they went all to Austria, and then 5 years later Salko came back to Croatia, but her daughters and I think his wife just stayed in Austria. See, right now I'm leaving his house, and you can see that some houses here are full of holes because of the bullets, because of the war. He told me that his house was completely destroyed, and so when he came back he had no home, and some church organization helped him build the house again partially, and the rest of the house he has to rebuild it by himself. Yeah, and yes, that's basically his story. Right now he likes to live here in Croatia, in this area. It's not that crowded, it's calm. He says that in Austria there's too much people, he just needs peace. That's what I understood. Maybe he makes a living selling fruit from his garden. He has a big garden, and from time to time his family come to see him. He showed me some pictures of his grandsons, his wife, his daughters, etc. And Salko lives right behind that church, so I'm coming from his house now, and I'm gonna meet him in the corner when I saw him yesterday. Bye! Okay, I just say bye-bye to Salko, and I told him that maybe his daughters will see him in a video in 1 month. I told him to take a picture of the panel, and then they will be able to know who has been sleeping at his father's house. And let's continue the road. Dobar dan.
I haven't talked about food in this journey, but those days I was feeling a bit weak. I was also wondering why in all these countries I avoided eating in restaurants. Just to save money? I needed a proper lunch. I also changed way too much cash, and it was about time to use it.
I'm having lunch today in a proper restaurant. Well, I'm sitting here alone because I wanted to be near the bike, which is right here. So I'm alone. I gotta tell you something. After more than 2 years of being vegetarian, I'm not vegetarian anymore. I'm eating macaroni with goulash, which I think is beef with a sauce. It's really good. I've been feeling a bit weak lately, but a friend of me told me that once I'm in Asian countries, it will be very difficult to not eat meat. I'm not eating meat every day, so I will probably start eating meat maybe once or twice per week, or whenever a family invites me, just to let you know. This weather is perfect for cycling, but I think it will rain very soon. I start feeling the humidity a little bit. It's 3:20 p.m. in the afternoon. My plan is to ride 40 kilometers more, so like 50 or 55 today. But let's see if I reach the big city I want to reach. No hurry. Okay, I saw 3 women chilling outside their homes. I'm gonna try with them. I'm gonna ask them. Let's see how it works. Okay, they were very willing to help, but they didn't offer me a place to sleep. They told me there was a hotel, like a cheap hotel on the other way, like 5 kilometers maybe, or otherwise I can stay near the river 20 kilometers from here. So I'll keep asking people. Let's see. This is the place where I stay tonight. It was my second encounter. An elder couple invited me over a coffee. The lady spoke in English, so I stayed a little bit with them. It was the birthday of their friend, and they were the 3 of them like eating cakes and some Croatian dishes, and they invited me over. And afterwards I asked them if they knew somewhere to sleep, and they told me I could stay in the empty apartment of their parents. So I'm here. I was here alone yesterday. They told me it's not first class, but for me it's perfect. I have something to tell you. We've made it to 3,000 kilometers. I'm near Slavonski Brod. Let's go. A few more days in Croatia and then to Serbia. I'm reaching the center of the village Slavonski Brod. This is the closest I will get from Bosnia. So this is the side of Croatia, Slavonski Brod. And this is the river Sava, and just in front of me it's Bosnia. I'm heading to Dakovo today, and I'm going to meet a Croatian cyclotourist who has contacted me a few days ago, before reaching Croatia actually, and I think he found me a place to sleep. I'm gonna have a coffee with him now. He took a few shots of me before, and then the day will be over. I'm a little bit tired today. The cathedral. Right now Hervage is recording me. It feels so weird to be an actor.
This is the Cathedral of Dakovo. And Hervege told me a peculiarity about this, that is made of millions of small bricks. And now I'm going to have lunch with him, and then I will continue. This is a place that Daniela and Ivano and Lucia let me stay yesterday. This is their garden, and this is their grandparents' house, but they're not here anymore. And they told me that I could set my tent or even sleep there, but I decided to set my tent because it was nice, fresh at night, so here was okay. And they have some electricity as well. They have water here. All my stuff here, don't look. And then they left me some tomatoes. I ate half of them yesterday, some bread and some biscuits, and a full bag of apricots from their tree. So it was very nice from them. And unfortunately they live in another city 30 kilometers from here, so I couldn't meet them for a lot of time. This family seemed really nice as well. Thank you so much. I'm going to show you the place where I'm staying for 2 nights. Actually, I was going to stay here for 1 night. This is what I told the family, but I'm going to ask permission to the neighbors now. Okay, I had breakfast, I had lunch, I washed my clothes. I didn't unfold my tent because I'm going to sleep here 1 more night. That is my chair. That is their grandparent house, and there is my bike. And here is the garden. They have pears, they have apricots, and they gave me like a full bag of them. And what else do they have? I'm not sure what else do they have. So I decided to put my tent here because it was fresh and I like to listen the nature noises in the morning. But the birds wake up pretty early lately, maybe at 5 a.m. But it's okay. There is a tree house there. I didn't climb because I don't know if I can climb. There's a bathroom there, and this is not for here. There's nothing to worry. And this is the house. I didn't stay here because, well, I was okay outside. So this is a small home. They have the fridge here. I can cook here, but I didn't use it. And look what I found before. It's tea from China, from Yunnan, the southern part of China, where I've been 5 years ago. Yeah. Yes, basically today I've been doing a little bit of work. I've been reading a little bit, and in the afternoon I will talk with my family, and I'll just stay here resting. I wash my bike a little, and maybe I'm going for a walk. I don't know. Thank you so much, Daniela, your husband, Lucia and Ivano, to let me stay here. I stayed 2 nights here. Thank you so much. And if you ever go to Spain, let me know. I can help you out if you go to Zaragoza. Yesterday I was cycling this way, so this is the village of Marinci, and I saw like a few families here, and this is the neighbor of
the family that allow me to stay in this garden. Almost in all inner Croatia, ever since I left Zagreb, I've been cycling through small villages like this one, and the majority are pretty much the same. You see houses on both sides of the road, and I haven't seen many parks, I haven't seen many squares. These are all small, really small villages. Maybe there's not much to see, but the people has been really nice, which is very important, the most important. Okay, something in common in all these villages are that there is a church, bigger or small. There is also a cemetery, and there's also some statues, some Catholic statues or a cross along the road. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a bit scary. You can find this abandoned house destroyed because of the war, like in a lot of places. Look. Bye bye Marinci, bye bye Lucian Ivano. I'm arriving at the city of Vukovar. It's right next to the border with Serbia, but I'm not crossing the border today. I will be cycling until another city called Ilok. They told me that Vukovar is a city that I had to visit. They have several museums, and I think I will go to the War Museum to understand a little bit better what happened from 1991 to 1995 and understand a bit more the lives of Croatian people and Serbia, what happened with Serbia, because I will reach Serbia tomorrow. And this city was really affected by the war and also by an earthquake that happened some years ago. This is Vukovar, and this is the Danube River, right at the confluence between the Danube River and the Vuka River, which goes that way. And this is an island that belongs to Croatia, and right behind is Serbia. So afterwards I will be following a road on that way until Ilok, 30 kilometers from here, and then I will cross the border.
When I heard and read about the city of Vukovar for the first time, I expected to see something different. I expected to see the past. I saw a city of contrasts. On one side, it was heavily wounded in 1991. Some shreds of evidence remain intact, preserved as testimony of the war. Because maybe that's a way of remembering and learning from the past.
You see the building right in front? That is the tourism office. Half refurbished and half not. This is like a military ambulance, and I think we are allowed to go in.
On the other side, the city is looking forward. There is art, a recent initiative called Vukovar. With this project, they aim to change the perspective of the city and foster interactions among locals. I liked Vukovar.
10 kilometers away from the border with Serbia. Today I'm going to stay in Croatia for the last day, and tomorrow I'll cross the border. I think I will ask somebody again if I can pitch my tent in the garden. And ever since I left Vukovar, it's been all farms and small villages. So in half an hour I will start asking.
I was taking a small rest in this village before going to the next one, which would be 5 kilometers away, and then I was checking Instagram and I saw a message from somebody, and he told me that he saw me exiting Vukovar and that he beat me, but today I think several cars beat me, so I don't remember. And he told me that he and his wife live in Lovas, which is a village 5 kilometers away from here, but on another direction, and he offered me a place to sleep, so I think I will stay there. Why not? I feel like every time I'm leaving later and later. I think it's 11 a.m. almost, but at least I finished to write 5 postcards. I wrote my journal. I had a good breakfast. And this is the house of Croatia and Matea, who received me yesterday. Very nice. It was my last night in Croatia, and today I will go to Ilok and then cross the border to Serbia, and then I will go to Novi Sad. I have 70 kilometers today. I will take it slowly, but I will have to be in Novi Sad at 6 p.m. because I rented an apartment for 2 nights, and I will spending the 2 days with a cyclotourist I met in Instagram. Her name is Georgia. So last day in Croatia. Thank you so much, Croatia and Matea. Look, this is the selfie of yesterday.
8 kilometers to Ilok, my last city in Croatia, and it's a bit hilly to go into there, but it's okay. After crossing the border it will be all flat until Novi Sad. Downtown Ilok was uphill, so I'm not coming back. I had a lunch in a bar, I had a coffee, I spent my last kunas in a supermarket, and it's 2:30 p.m. Today is the 12th of July and it's my day 100. And I'm getting closer to the border, and now I'm ready for Serbia. This is the border from the Croatian side, and that's the bridge that separates Croatia and Serbia. Hi. Yeah, on that side, Serbia on this side, and